Welcome back to our channel.
I'm Steven, she's Andy, and today we're going to take you through everything we ate on this Royal Caribbean cruise.
If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're Steven and Andy, caffeinated travelers of the US and beyond.
When our lives changed completely in 2020, we decided it was our sign to spend as much time as possible enjoying what matters.
We are on the Royal Caribbean Mariner of the Seas. We just set sail from Port Canaveral. We are out for a full week on the Caribbean. And right now we're going to show you all of the food that we are going to be eating on this cruise. Starting tonight, we're going to hit the main dining room, see what they have for us for dinner. Let's go.
Okay, so main dining room here. We're going to see what the offerings are. We've got antipasti.
Crab cakes look good.
Crab cakes, French onion soup. You love that. Shrimp
Cheese
cocktail.
plate. I like a good cheese plate.
Battered fish, crusted salmon. Key lime pie. I'm so down with that.
Chocolate cake. I think we got some good options here tonight. Let's see what we decide on for dinner. Our appetizers just arrived. Steven got a crab cake, and I went with the cheese plate.
All right, time for the main course. We both got the same thing, which is fried fish and seafood and mint peas.
Day 2. We like these.
Yeah. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Let's take a tour of the breakfast buffet.
So this is only our second cruise, and one thing we're learning is that each cruise line has a different approach to food and what's included, what's not, if you pay a flat rate versus a la carte style. On Princess, we had a lot of smaller things as well as the main dining room and the buffet that were included, and then there were just 5 premium restaurants that was premium dining, and those were pretty nice. They were like fancier restaurants. You had to get dressed up a bit for them, a little bit elevated cuisine, and you would pay a flat rate for those unless you got one of the really premium items like a filet mignon or something, and then there would be an added price on top of the premium. But usually it was around like maybe $29 or $30 something per person, just flat rate to eat at any of those restaurants. Here, what we're finding is that you get included in your reservation the Windjammer Marketplace, which is their buffet, the main dining room, which is beautiful here. The food's about the same, though, as we got at Princess. And then there are 3 other things. They have an ice cream bar, soft-serve ice cream bar, which they also had on Princess. They have a hot dog stand over here by the pool, which is really cute. So if you're into hot dogs, that's an option, and that's included in your reservation. And then they do have a kind of a, I think it's like a light kind of cafe foods type of place downstairs. So it's got like pizzas, some salads, fresh fruit, and then some bakery items. And those are all included in your reservation. But then they also have places like a tavern where you can get like a burger and fries or nachos, and the bamboo room, which is kind of tiki themed. And you can get things like Ahi Poke or Asian noodle salad, and that you pay a la carte for. So it's a little bit of a mix here. There's not quite as much here that is included. You're definitely going to go a little more a la carte unless you really stick to the main dining room and the buffet for most of your meals. And then, of course, they do have premium dining as well, like the Chops Grill Steakhouse and Jamie's Italian. That actually is Jamie Oliver, the famous chef. He's in charge of that in the cuisine there in the dishes. So we're really looking forward to trying that later on this week. And then they also have Izumi, which is hibachi and sushi. And that's actually got a new name this week to go with the 80s theme. It's rock and rolls. Get it? Sushi rolls. Everything here has gotten a bit of an 80s facelift. So some of the places have been renamed. You might not recognize some of these places if you were to come onto a regular Royal Caribbean cruise. They'll look just a little bit different. The signage will be different, that sort of thing. But same menus, same general ideas once you get inside. What are you in the mood for?
Okay.
All right, let's get poking. It's impossible to walk a straight line here.
I would try that.
What is it?
Coconut crab bruschetta.
Rocking. I'm surprised she's not dancing more. Our stop in Nassau got canceled today, so we had an unexpected ship day.
That's right.
And we used it to take a nap.
Yeah.
So exciting. But we're getting a snack now, and we decided to come and check out the Bamboo Room. This is one of the a la carte situations here on this boat where it's not included, but you don't pay like a flat fee like you do for premium dining. So whatever you order, you pay for just like in a normal restaurant. So they've got kind of tropical options here. They've got really cute looking tropical drinks. We're not doing that yet because he's playing later tonight. So we're going to wait till after he's done his work before we start having drinks. But for now, we got a couple of sodas and some snacks. I got the Ahi Tuna Poke. So that's going to be yum.
Excellent. And I'm getting the coconut crab bruschetta.
Ooh, it's still windy out here. I can't believe I left the room without my sunglasses too. Pardon the squint. But in addition to their a la carte restaurants that are specific to the Royal Caribbean brand, they also have a couple of chains that you're probably very familiar with, starting with this one behind me here, Johnny Rockets. This, like you would find at any Johnny Rockets, is a la carte, so you just order off the menu. It tells you per item what the price is. They also have a Starbucks here on board, and I'm told, but I have yet to find it, that there's a Ben & Jerry's somewhere here on board. So definitely going to have to find one of those for a good ice cream treat. Each of those is a la carte. Starbucks, you can actually use your Starbucks app as well, and if you're a rewards member, then you get your rewards points. Unfortunately, you can't use rewards here, so if you've got a free drink, for instance, like I do, you can't use that to cash in and get a free drink here on the ship. You are paying ship prices. It's a little bit more than your regular down the block from your home Starbucks price, but at least you're getting your points for that price. All right, you guys, night 2 dinner. We're in the main dining room again. We're eating very quickly because we want to catch a show tonight, Cameo at 6:30, and then Steven's performing at 9 or 9:30. One of those. So anyway, quick dinner here in the main dining room. We actually skipped lunch, so we got that snack in like the mid-afternoon. We're not terribly hungry, so we're keeping it pretty light this time. We're not doing all the courses. We're not going to bother with dessert. But it's really cool here because they have their classic items that stay the same on the menu from one day to the next. So it's the same thing all week long. Those include things like French onion soup and shrimp cocktail, spaghetti bolognese, the royal cheesecake, and the royal chocolate cake. But then they also have segments of each of the courses that change from day to day. So you get a variety, you get a little surprise each day. And today they're offering for starters, for instance, beef carpaccio and fried calamari. And the entrees include coq au vin.
To interrupt you.
That's okay. Thank you very much. And my food is getting here right now. So this is pretty good timing. I got a shrimp cocktail to start.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
Yes.
Oops. We kind of just tore in and started eating, but I got the herb-crusted salmon, and Andie got a house sack.
And that's going to be it for tonight because we got to keep it light so that we can dance our tushies off at Cameo. Day 3.
All right, so we're at Jamie's Italian for lunch, and this is one of the premium dining experiences, and there's just a flat rate per person, and I think this was about $16 or $17. So we're about
That's
to...
for lunch too.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
more for dinner. It's about double that for dinner.
Yeah, I think so. So we thought we'd start off with a lunch experience and see how that goes.
And the menu is pretty much the same anyway for both lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
So we figured this was a good way to give it a try.
Sorry, I didn't mention this.
It's all right. I got you back here.
I'm looking forward to this Italian. They charged us $22.99. So we went down to the customer care desk, and even though we showed the woman in the app the $16.99 pricing for lunch, she insisted it was $22.99. We couldn't make heads or tails of what the explanation was that she was trying to give us, but hey, she did give us a 20% discount. So we only overpaid by about $1. I'm starting with the black truffle arancini.
We also got the bruschetta and a wonderfully creamy burrata. All right, round 2. I went for a basic arugula salad with Parmesan and some polenta crisps. And Steven got a prawn linguine and some, what is it, funky fries? Funky fries. They've got parsley and garlic on them. They look amazing. I wanted to go light because they also have an amazing dessert menu, and I wanted to save some room for dessert, which I still probably don't have, but I'll make myself do it because I haven't had dessert yet, I think, on this whole thing.
You deserve it.
Yeah. I'm cutting in from the editing room right now, aka the corner of our office, because we have a situation. We filmed an entire segment about food without filming the food. I don't know how this happened. We're both positive that we did film all of the courses of this meal. However, I can't find them. And this has been taking so long to get the video out. I just gotta go with it. So I am so sorry. I can't show you the linguine or the arugula salad that I had. And to make matters worse, I got sick during the lunch because of all the rocking back and forth of the ship. It just really got to my stomach. So we ended up leaving before we even had dessert. We took it back to our room and we filmed it there, but we didn't film the dessert there either. I don't know how this happened. Anyhow, I did manage to find a photo of one of them on the Royal Caribbean website, so I've included that in the next section. But please forgive me. Please enjoy the rest of the film. Thank you.
They were so kind in the restaurant to plate this up for us to take back to the room. They gave us a couple of lids, and for dessert, we got pavlova and this brownie concoction that looks amazing. So we're really looking forward to getting into that when Andie feels a little bit better.
And that brownie, by the way, comes with salted caramel popcorn.
Yeah.
Yum.
Nice combo.
After we spent the afternoon recuperating, I rallied for some more shows and a spin through the buffet for dinner.
Is one kind of a blogger?
Know what you're gonna get?
I'm not completely sure, but some of the Indian options look really good.
The problem that I have with buffets is I always end up with the weirdest combination of foods on my plate. Like right now, I have mashed potatoes and gravy, a roasted sweet potato, 2 different kinds of cheese, brie and Chihuahua cheese. I don't even know what that is, and when I asked, they said it had something to do with the Indian food. But I thought Chihuahua was in Mexico, so I don't know. A spring roll and some marinated tomatoes and a pasta salad. Like, I can't seem to just pick a station and stick with it. I tend to pop around and get little bits from each thing and end up with just a strange, weird mix on my plate. Steven, what did you get?
I got a mishmash. I've got some spring roll, mac and cheese. I got some veggies because I got to keep it healthy. Also, I'm excited about these fried bananas and syrup or something, I think it's called. But the big one for me is this Indian fish curry, which I'm really excited to try, and some roti to go along with that.
I was also just talking about how every time we come to a buffet, I get the weirdest combination of stuff on my plate.
You kind of have to. We didn't eat much on the boat today because we spent most of the day in St. Thomas. But we're gonna go for a quick bite now at the tavern, and then we're gonna go see Human Lake.
We enjoyed classic 80s hits like Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue and Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler while we ate our nachos and Impossible Burger. I wanted dessert too, but, well, that was a whole thing we'll get into later.
Day 5.
Steven and I are such big fans of these hand washing stations outside of the buffet. I mean, honestly, they should have these at every restaurant. Of course, usually you just go to the restroom. But we have noticed while we've been here, anytime we've used the public restrooms, there is without fail someone who walks out without washing their hands. And one time when I was coming into the buffet up here the other day, there was a guy complaining about being asked to wash his hands because he goes, I don't eat with my hands, I'm not a barbarian. Apparently, you just don't wash your hands, you're a barbarian. What the heck? Yeah, I'd like to place an order, please. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, we got about 40 to 50 minutes before we get some food to the room here. So it is day 5, and we were in port most of the day. We got here early this morning. We got to go out and check out St. Martin and go to Airplane Beach. Super, super fun time. Steven is actually playing a show right now. I'm a bad wife. I didn't go to show number 2. I needed a rest because we have a busy night tonight. He is coming back from the show in about 30, 40 minutes or so. He's probably got about 15 minutes in the room. Then we're going to go see Night Ranger, and then we're gonna see Living Color. They're the special surprise pool party band, and then after that is an all-star jam, and Steven is playing. Terry Nunn from Berlin is gonna be singing. So we have a very, very busy night, not a lot of time to eat, so I decided room service was the way to go. Hopefully it gets here around the same time he does. We can grab a real fast bite to eat before we go out. There is a charge for room service here. It's $7.95, I believe, kind of a service fee or whatever for the room service. So it's semi-included, it's not really a la carte. I don't know how to, I guess it's a cover charge, kind of like the premium dining, only it's a much lower cover charge than the rest of the premium dining on the ship. So that's what you can expect if you're on a Royal Caribbean boat. I used the app on my phone, and that's where I saw the menu.
It includes pretty basic items, which most likely come from the buffet kitchens. We chose a cheese quesadilla and grilled cheese sandwich with fries.
And then I called here on the phone, and they bring it right to the room. Day 6.
We're in the Bermuda Triangle. We're back in the main dining room for the most important meal of the day, lunch, because we slept through breakfast. We're getting a couple options here, a little risotto, and we've both got some mozzarella cheese sticks, and Andie got lentil soup. Some modern English to froyo. Back in the main dining room for dinner, and we started with some ensalada caprese. We're both getting some lobster tail, and we are not skipping dessert tonight because they have molten chocolate lava cake.
Day 7. All right, you guys, it's our last day. We have a sea day today, and then we're back in Florida tomorrow. We made it up in time for breakfast. So we're in the buffet again for breakfast. It's just the easiest, and they have better hours than the main dining room. It's a pretty standard breakfast fare. We got eggs and potatoes and all the meats and toasts and pastries. Oh, but then they have the carvery and some cold cuts too.
Vegetarian and a slice of cheese, please.
Okay, we're getting a light lunch here at Cafe Promenade. This is one of the other venues that is included in the price of your fare, your cabin. So there's no additional charge for this. Steven got the pizza. I got some marinated veggies here. And then after this, we're gonna go up and try that big, what is it, sky something? I don't know, some bungee
sort of
jumping thing. We had to change clothes for that because you have to have pants that go down past the knees. So we got changed. We're having a light lunch. Probably not a good idea before we're bouncing all over the place, huh?
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. We were bouncing all over the place the other day, and that was just the whole boat. So, I mean, we can handle this now, huh? So there is one dining experience that we haven't shared yet, and it's because we're not actually doing it ourselves, but someone asked about it after our last cruise, so we wanted to make sure that we addressed it. It's the chef's table. This is a very kind of premium dining experience. It's even more expensive than your other premium dining experiences. It's about $80 per person. It's a multi-course meal with wine pairings with each course. So it looks very nice. But I feel like on this ship, you know, and you're getting ship food and stuff, I mean, it's only going to be that, it's like so much better than what we're getting anyway in some of the other nicer restaurants here, which, by the way, weren't even like really that elevated or premium. So we figured, it's just not worth it to splurge for us. But that is an option if you're interested, if you like your wine pairings, if you want to have that very special experience. It's one table, it's a larger table in a special section of the main dining room. You'd be treated like a VIP the whole time. You get those wine pairings with each course. So definitely something worth trying if that's what you're into. So the other day we went to the tavern, got ourselves some nachos and an Impossible Burger, and I really wanted to try a dessert that they have there. But when I asked about it, the guy at the counter just grumbled that it takes a really long time to make. And I was like, okay. And we just decided that the vibe was, no, he didn't feel like putting that order in for us. So I didn't get it, which is kind of bullshit. Especially after how friendly everybody was at Princess.
Totally.
Yeah, so we're going back and I'm getting my dessert.
I might get one too.
Oh yeah. We walked in and the guy asked if we were going to order food and I said yes. So he told us to go ahead and sit down and someone would take our order. We've been sitting here for a song and a half and I haven't ordered yet. And apparently this dessert takes a long time. The service is definitely lacking here. I hate to be that person, but, Yes, please. And I also would like the Campfire Cookie, please.
Rice and Campfire Cookie.
Thank you. Well, at least he didn't make an issue of making me a cookie, so I'm excited to finally try it now. Yay! I mean, I don't want to be that person that's complaining, but for something this corporate and also as expensive as these cruises are, especially these themed cruises, there's just no excuse for anything other than really good service. Okay, that's the Campfire Cookie. It's a chocolate chip cookie in a skillet with melted marshmallow and Nutella on top. It comes with a milk shooter, which I am going to skip, but oh my gosh, it looks so good.
Last meal on the ship.
Unless we get a late night snack later. All right, we got chatting with our buddy at the next table over here. Say hi, Switch.
Hey, I'm sorry. Cheers, eh?
He's Canadian.
Anyway, we kind of forgot to vlog our appetizers, but I just had a garden salad and Steven had a shrimp cocktail, so nothing super exciting there.
Well, you know.
But the big deal is coming for dinner because we're doing something we haven't done in 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
We got beef. It just looked really good, and I don't know. I might get sick, but I don't know. It looked good, so
Stay tuned.
we're gonna try it. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking ordering this. So, prime rib. How was it?
I feel like I'm good for a while.
I feel like I should have skipped it. Oh well, you just gotta listen to your body. Sometimes you gotta give in to a little craving here and there. Okay, I have 2 favorite desserts. One is s'mores, and that cookie we had earlier today with the melted marshmallow and the Nutella was pretty damn close to s'mores. So that made me very happy. My other favorite dessert is meringue. So when I saw pavlova on the menu here, I knew what I had to get. I just had a big sweet treat earlier today, but I had to go for the dessert because, pavlova is just, it's amazing. If you haven't had it, I think it's Australian. It's like an Australian dessert, but it's meringue with some fresh fruit, maybe a little bit of cream or custard or something on it. This one had a lemon custard, just a little bit, and then the fresh fruit on top and that meringue. I loved it. So good. I am in heaven. I've had all my favorites today. Got those French fries earlier. Got that craving out. Got the beef craving out. Definitely gonna have to get my butt home tomorrow and start eating healthy again. But since vacation calories don't count. Okay, we're back at the buffet for one last late night snack. We're just getting French fries, so we're not gonna bother showing you guys. You know what they look like. And then we're gonna be home and we have to get back to eating like healthy people.
Unfortunately.
Aww.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, probably fortunately. But it's been so fun. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Steven. That's Andie back there.
What? You're Steven?
Oh my god.
Outtake.
Bother showing them all to you. Hey! He's the best. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
People love washing. Oh, I think some of these people might be drunk.